Here we are once again, another CBC podcast. This time, we're going to have a loaded show for you guys from Spider Man to actors quitting to the controversy of the Acolyte, or maybe even the converse, because we're going to walk on over to that topic. See, I don't know. I clearly had something else on my mind writing down these topics. And don't worry, everybody, we're going to cover the Venom trailer for the third entry, the final entry in the
Yeah.
Venom trilogy that somehow we got to. We'll talk about all of this and more. But as always, before we get there, we got to do the introduction. So as always, I am your host, Armin, and you guys can follow me on all those link tree things. And trust me when I tell you, I forget to post. So there you go. You can follow me where I forget to post. It's great. It's great. Who else may or may not forget to post? Probably does. Mitch.
I do forget to post. I don't think I've tweeted anything in a couple of days, actually.
Yeah.
What was my last tweet? Actually, no, I literally tweeted this like an hour ago. Not even that. It was 29 minutes ago. God damn. But yeah,
Yep.
follow me, Linktree stuff. Mitch692 channel is going. Pro Noob 2 or 3. I can't remember what the numbers are at this point. I goofed on the numbers so bad.
Oh,
Yeah, that should be up now. Even though YouTube uploaded it and went, ha, blocked. Something
yeah.
being
Yeah.
blocked. And I was
Gotta
like,
start
oh,
editing and putting in.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's
The
how it
editing
goes.
was fine. It was the like 5-hour render again because I've been an
Oh,
idiot with the rendering. It's just like, oh my
uh,
god, like YouTube, why? Literally nothing went right for me the other day. I
oh.
had that, then I had to go throw hands at Adobe.
My
I
favorite,
was
which
not
you'll
happy.
run into, will be when YouTube's like, "Oh, your audio levels are the same across the board for every video. This one random one, we're gonna lower it so far that you don't even notice it, but everybody else will."
Nice,
You're like,
nice.
"Why? Why
Yeah,
YouTube? What are you processing?"
yeah. I've seen people be like, "Oh, why's the video so quiet?" It's like, mate, turn your headset up.
Yeah.
Audio
Yeah.
was fine. It ain't me.
Well, you guys can do that. Mitch has a new video that recently dropped. Next one incoming soon, by the sounds of it. So
We've got
check
a
that
couple
out.
coming out. Yeah.
Oh, see, there we go.
Got
There
one
we
on
go.
Destiny because of the final shape coming out.
Well,
So of
that's
course I had
good.
to talk about that. No.
Of course, of course, of
Yeah,
course.
got one on talking about Final Fantasy 16
Oh,
because
cool.
that's coming up to a year out, and yeah, me and Jared are still talking about Evangelion.
There we go.
Yeah.
I guess Tristan, what have you been up to? What do you want to show? Show away.
Link trees, just a bunch of stuff going on. And a lot of procrastination for the last couple of days
Yeah.
because summer's starting to hit here and trying to get stuff done. Yeah, you're not gonna be able to get anything done, especially where I'm at. One of your houses just roasting. So
Imagine living in California your entire life and not being acclimatized to the heat yet.
well, no, it's not.
Can you
It's not.
imagine?
Technically, it's not just the heat. It's the heat It's the heat in the house. If you don't want to
Yeah.
have
Don't like every American houses have aircon?
oh
I
no,
thought
yeah,
that was your thing.
no. We have air conditioning, but
Oh, they use it.
it's the electricity bill that
Yeah.
Hey,
skyrocket.
you know what? Yeah, fair, totally fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
forget
it's
Oh,
that
like
these days, 5 minutes is like your leg.
yeah, it's like you can be comfortable and then see the electricity bill be like it's like 600-700 plus.
do you want to cool
Jesus.
down your house or do you want a new PlayStation 5? Which one do you want for a month? Oh, yeah.
Crazy.
But yeah, it should have a new game review out later today after this thing we're doing here. So
Well, then people will see it pop up on the channel in the community tab at some point. So keep an eye out for that. As always, these podcasts are dropping on Sundays, Sunday afternoons now. So, adjust accordingly. Check out the link. The audio feed is back. Podcast drops there, I think, on Tuesdays. So you got a couple days to listen to it before the next one drops, which is always good. And we are going to have a bonus topic. We're going to talk about Avengers 5 and the 60 plus characters and what does this mean that could potentially show up in it. But outside of that, we do have 6 main topics on the show. But before we get to the, I guess, actual show, there's like a pre-topic that I want to put forth first. It's discussed. It's honestly just going to be another topic. So let me just cut to the chase and not lie about it. I'm adding the 7th topic, I guess. So here we go. Spider-Man just recently did its run at the box office again, featuring the Raimi films, the TASM films, and of course the MCU trilogy, not the like Avengers film that features Spider-Man or anything like that, because that would be Marvel Studios re-release and Disney, and they weren't a part of it because Sony distribution, right? So a pattern emerged that, hey, look, the Raimi trilogy made the most money, surprising no one. The TASM trilogy made the second amount of most money, again, surprising no one. And the Holland trilogy, or duology for TASM, and then the trilogy with Holland made the least amount of money. And I made an argument that, well, people aren't showing up for the Amazing Spider-Man, so why would Sony be dumb to make a TASM 3, right? But then people
Yeah,
are like,
yeah.
well, why would they be stupid to make a fourth Holland film? Because clearly, by your logic, I'm like, that's not what anybody's saying. Amazing Spider-Man at least has some nostalgia. Like the last film came out 9 years ago or something, right? There's a little bit of a, hey,
2014, wasn't it? Or was it like 2012?
2014, 2015. Yeah. So, okay, so like a decade ago, right? Like the Holland films aren't nostalgic. There's nobody that looks back at, like Spider-Man Far From Home and goes, man, I forgot what that was like. I want to experience it again. It's like, no, we remember that vividly. It's like it happened within a couple
5
years.
years.
Yeah, like why would I want to go to see that? Like out of all these, I was going to see, if I could have, probably, yeah, honestly, the first five. I would not have watched the MCU stuff in theaters because it's like it's so recent and new. Like, kind of like episode one, how recently re-released and made like 8-9 million or something. If you were to re-release any of the recent Star Wars, they wouldn't make that much money, and people would go, "It's
No,
because they're
no.
bad." No, it's because nostalgia. Like,
Yeah, you expect the older ones to make more because guess what? Not everyone saw those movies.
Right? Exactly.
No,
Exactly.
the 2-year-olds that gained full sentience in the time between then and now didn't see them or don't remember seeing them the first time around. So guess what? They want to go see
Uh-huh.
them.
So,
That's how re-releases work.
like, I have friends who have children who their Spider-Man was the Amazing Spider-Man. That was their prime ones.
That's
That's
unfortunate.
the I know, but that's the only ones their kids went and saw in theaters. They didn't want to see anything. They just want to see the one they saw when they were 7, 8, 9 years old. Just like you see influencers on YouTube. And I saw a couple of them post on like social media being like, I am so happy I got to experience the best Spider-Man movie, Spider-Man 3. And then they tell you this story about how their parents took them. I'm like, yeah, because nostalgia. Like, it doesn't mean the MCU Spider-Man is a failure. On the contrary, it's the most successful Spider-Man film franchise with the best merchandise sales and money. But why would I go pay $22 to watch Spider-Man No Way Home when I can remember vividly watching it like 4 times in theaters 2 years ago or whatever? Like
Yeah.
it's people are crazy. So does this, do you think, spell any type of disaster for MCU Spider-Man? Like some people are
No.
insinuating.
No.
Oh, I think you're just being a shilly mouse.
I mean, probably.
Yeah, yeah.
What's a shield if you don't get paid for it?
I don't know.
Hypothetically speaking, because obviously I get paid for it.
Yeah. Well, did you see that controversy with the YouTubers that were selling that, like, hey, if you invest in this thing, they double your money. It's so cool, and you get to play games, and it's like gambling, and they won't actually let you take out any money you invested or made, so it's just stuck in the ecosystem. And like
Oh, nice.
all the YouTubers you could think of, like, um, I don't know who's the one everybody likes with the long hair, the multiple. I don't know.
Moist Critical, I
I
think.
don't know. It's a bunch of people. Like it's
Yeah.
just
There's
I,
a penguin guy, I think, as well.
I I don't
I
follow
don't
YouTubers, so I don't know. But
Uh,
it's kind of like that.
no,
It's like, guys, come on.
it's the same person. Like, things
Oh,
one. Yeah, it's his YouTube channel, but he calls himself more critical.
I don't know.
yeah,
I don't know any of these people, but it's like, guys, take the success of things at a different level for everything, because
I mean, he's
You know.
pretty successful. He has his own esports team. That
Oh, that's cool. I don't know what esports games are played these days. Is there?
Who
Oh my
still
god,
does esports?
it's just in general.
guys, can we start a Spider-Man esport where you got to show us how sick you are swinging in Marvel Spider-Man 2 because
I
it's all
can't think of
automated?
anything more boring than that.
But look at what
No,
2,000
no.
hours of Spider-Man looks like, Mitch.
I saw one of those videos. When did the second game come out? Last year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw one of the
it's-
videos then, and then that was enough for me. I saw them all, literally right there and then. I saw every single one of those videos.
Yeah, and it's just them. Was it animation canceling? That's all it was, and it doesn't look.
I
any
love the
fun.
ones that people are like, this is how you're meant to swing. I spent 8,000 hours perfecting this. Hold forward, hold swing, and Spider-Man does everything. I'm like, wow, this is...
The only like legitimately good ones are where they thread the needle and it's absolutely stupid.
That...
And you can tell they're shocked because they stopped doing like animations and stuff. They actually just stopped doing everything. They kind of like float there for a second. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
How did they just do that? They're the only good videos of swinging.
And also, the swinging videos where they show you they took off all the assistants. That's kind of cool because you're like, oh my god, like if you can swing like he does with all the assistants without it, because it's like physics based and you got to really be, I mean, you got to know what you're doing. That's kind of cool. But still, even though it's like, yep, that's Spider-Man fan base, all right.
Just like, oh yeah, I literally forget that game came out because they haven't updated anything to it since it came out.
Yeah, there was the time they patched the developer mode in, and they're like, please don't ruin your game or your save by messing with it.
Have they even announced the DLC for that game yet?
No.
Not yet.
Christ, what are they doing?
Hey, you know what? Speaking of what are they doing, is the MCU in shambles?
I mean, yes, they just fumbled Jordan Peele and X-Men. Yes, they are in shambles.
Okay, well, I guess they're in so much shambles that actors with huge careers, the biggest careers, huge careers.
I was waiting
Like
for the drop.
Evangeline Lilly is quitting acting, which means huge shambles.
So is
at
she
Marvel.
going to live a life on the road with a Nazi trucker rally? No.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Probably.
So let's rewind this a bit and talk about what's going on because people can't read or understand or comprehend.
You've been doing this long enough. I mean, you should be surprised by that.
I know. They can't even read the headline properly these days, so it's kind of hard. But yeah, Evangeline Lilly announced she's quitting and stepping away from acting. No contractual obligation, nothing she's done. And she had no projects lined up. The last project she shot was Quantumania. And
Nice.
if you look at her history, like she hasn't had a lot of projects, especially
no.
like in the last couple years. And I mean, you could bring her back to kill her off or recast her and just continue Wasp.
Just
So,
recast. It's as simple as that.
yeah.
It's Wasp. It's not even Janet. Like, come on. just get Zooey Deschanel. Bring her in. Everyone's happy. That's all you need to do.
Yeah.
Or you make a fourth Ant-Man movie and go, we need to go rescue Wasp again. Or a Wasp again. She's stuck in the quantum realm. And then when they find her, it's literally just Zooey Deschanel. We move on from there. Or you do Secret Wars. Wait till Secret Wars even. Go, hey, Wasp is trapped here. You have to go save her. And it's just Zooey Deschanel. And we move on from there. There's several options, all ending in the same thing. We just go.
Yeah, it's honestly like Wasp she's been such a non-factor in the MCU.
Yeah.
Like,
which is criminal.
It's crazy how it got there, but
it's criminal.
Like
I fully blame Edgar Wright.
Yeah.
But then I also blame Feige because he let the Wasp's like biggest thing go to Captain Marvel. Thanks, Feige. Because Wasp really needed less to do.
There's a lot of like things that they could have done with Wasp, but obviously they didn't, and things went a different direction. At the end of the day, it's like an actor walking away from a role isn't going to make or break a character. It could actually help the character because,
Yeah.
uh, give somebody else to breathe new life into the character. So, like, I'm cool with it. Or
Mm.
if they want to just be like, yeah, Wasp died, here's a variant, and we cast another actress. Sure, that too. Whatever. I don't care. Like,
I say we're at the point where Secret Wars is literally
yeah,
they like to think it's around the corner, but the rate they're going, that corner could be a lifetime away.
Yeah.
15 years from now. Still waiting.
I think that might be a bit optimistic at the rate they're going. But you just wait till Secret. You're gonna soft reboot everything anyway. Just wait
Yeah.
till then.
And I was gonna
It
say,
literally
like,
does not matter.
right, it's like it's a reboot point, then you can kind of recast, reshuffle, move around, make things a little bit more interesting and
Exactly.
different. It will work.
Because we all know Secret Wars is gonna end, and it's gonna be here's the Marvel that more looks like the comics. We
Mhm.
have an Iron Man back, we have Steve Rogers back, we have literally everything. Here's X-Men, Fantastic Four, boom.
The
We're gonna
world's now
make
fully populated and everything's happening. It's gonna be
exactly,
like
yeah,
how the
yeah,
DCU is kicking off. It's like we're dropping
yeah,
Superman
yeah,
into a universe that's just it exists, okay? Take it or leave
yeah,
it. It's like,
yeah,
all right, that's cool. I'll take it,
exactly.
Yeah, so
And hey, who knows? Maybe she'll actually wear yellow. Yeah.
whoa,
I know
whoa,
she
whoa,
has
whoa,
yellow in
whoa,
Quantumania, but like an
whoa,
actual,
whoa,
uh,
whoa. Come on, Mitch. That's too much. Come on.
you have to have the darkest gold.
Yeah, they do. So, um, yeah, I'm not too worried about Marvel
No,
falling in
no.
shambles over this. You know, the last thing that Evangeline Lilly did not get Marvel Studios or anybody involved any good press. So again, yeah,
Yeah, before the whole COVID thing and the Nazi trucker rally and the
yeah,
anti-vax side
yeah,
of
yeah.
Evangeline Lilly, I really like. I was a champion for Evangeline Lilly for a long time.
Same. Yeah,
Like she was great in Lust. She was okay in The Hobbit, but she was still great in Lust. And it's like she can
yeah,
do stuff. I promise she can do it. And then they gave her absolutely nothing for
yeah.
Wasp. And it's like, okay, yeah,
Yep.
here we are.
Yeah, like Quantumania might be the prime example of doing nothing. Like she just
Yeah,
walked
yeah.
around, literally walked around. You're like, oh, that's literally nothing. That's cool.
You're gonna be here. You have a suit. Just sit in it.
Yep, exactly. So, we'll talk about what happens with her soon enough, I suppose, when more news drops about Wasp.
I also think
But
it's safe to assume that you're not gonna get like an Ant-Man 4.
no, with
So
that box office
does it
result,
matter?
yeah, exactly. Like it doesn't matter at this point. So they're moving on. We'll move on from this post. Nothing else. There we go. So let's talk about the biggest trailer of the week, Venom: The Last Dance.
The only trailer of the week.
Exactly, and it's the biggest trailer of the week. So
Mhm.
let's see how they won there. Are you
Yeah, yeah.
are you winning, son? Yes.
They don't know my boy's winning.
Well, this trailer is winning. It's gonna win something, all right. It might win the most confusing trailer award to mainstream I've ever seen. Because oh my god,
This is like peak Sony trailer, right?
oh, oh, yeah. This is more misdirection and lies than Morbius and Madam Web or anything else they've done. This is egregious how bad it's getting.
Yeah. Yeah, it's this
It's just,
trailer is the classic I'm a film student like or doing like editing
Uh-huh.
and I've just edited my first video.
well, to me, it's like I don't know how you can confuse people with just a trailer. To me, personally,
Quite easily because you make it just full of crap.
because even when the trailer, I was especially with that scene, I was like, "Ooh, what are they trying to, say or do?" And
So what you're saying is you are yourself confused by the trailer.
yeah,
Yeah. Yep.
because it's especially with that one part where it's supposedly it is that one Venom piece of symbiote that's in
Right.
616, and the guy takes it, and they talk about the multiverse and all that, and I'm like, did they just like ruin that one part that was supposed to happen
I just
later?
have a theory that the piece that's left in the MCU is in the MCU, but he loses another piece over when he comes back. Like it's
It's
kind
the
of like
symbiote version of like male pattern baldness.
yeah. Like it
Yeah.
starts exactly. That's kind of what I'm thinking. Like pieces are starting to fall off and be
He's
left
been away
behind.
from his people for too long, so he's just starting to crumble.
Yeah.
That also is kind of weird. Is like, why?
Oh yeah.
Like, why is it just now that more symbiotes are finally
Does it
coming?
take time to get places?
Plot convenience.
You know, remember,
I'm
this
just-
is the franchise where it takes 6 months to
No,
get
I'm
from one
conf-
side of the planet to the other.
I'm just really confused as why are they trying to like adapt King in Black?
Because there's no other Venom story to tell, clearly.
Because I just like it's like they didn't like build it up or anything. It's just like, okay, we're doing King in Black now. I was like, why?
Build up. They were in No Way Home. I think you're fine.
No, and then it gets even
build up.
No, and then it gets even weirder because then now they announced that in the Sony verse they do have their own version of Spider-Man, but we don't know who he is.
Trust me, we're gonna get to that. That's our last topic for today because that deserves its own discussion. Because this would go like 30 minutes.
It's like I hate Sony. I hate it here.
So here's the
It's
thing.
okay,
Like,
Tristan. It's literally the last Venom movie. We are free of Venom after the.
but like the thing with this is, I went because I was curious, right? So I went where the dumbest people on the planet exist, which is now the Instagram comments, right? And
No, I don't believe that. No.
oh, well, when you're not just getting like straight up people that are just dumb, you're getting people chatting about the thing, and literally most of the comments are convinced that that is in fact Baron Mordo.
Yeah, but you're telling me the Instagram comments are smarter or dumber than like the Musk bots on.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. Well, they're pretty dumb too. So yeah.
Like,
Yeah. I mean,
we have a very distinct low bar, and it is Twitter.
it's a very low bar.
You know, the Mr. Tech Genius who knows what he's talking about can't fix the porn bots. So he
Yeah.
decides to let the porn bots on the side.
It's
So
true.
now the X app is literally just going to blend in with every other porn
true.
site that has X in the logo.
It's kind of insane. And
Mm.
okay, so the fan bases might be equally dumb on everything, but the amount of like the confusion in regards to this trailer and the questions you can legitimately ask, and there is no answer that makes sense because it's Sony. And also, who knows what elements of this keep? For all we know, the shot of him picking up the symbiote isn't even in the film. That's going to be cut.
There is that, yeah. My thing is why are people surprised that Sony don't care about continuity? They have never cared about continuity. Stop acting like it's a thing that's just happened and brand new. You know, if you want Sony to learn the lesson, look in the mirror first, please. Second of all, who cares?
Yeah.
We've established a multiverse, right? This thing exists. If something is slightly different, it's not in the same universe.
Yeah.
Just use that. Oh, how can this thing happen? Simple. It's not the same place.
I honestly wouldn't be surprised if we find out that Venom isn't even in the universe he left. It's like a slightly adjacent one, just so they
I'd
could be like,
love that.
yeah, Morbius doesn't actually exist in this universe.
And then we get like multiversal Agent Venom. That'd be cool. I wouldn't trust Sony to do it, but if that's where they leave it off to Marvel to pick up, I'll be okay with that. It will never happen. No, I'm not going to get attached to that idea, but
I can't wait for that film. Agent Venom helps the Zionists.
Oh,
yeah, because Avi Arad, the producer, would be like, "This is exactly what needs to happen. We need to be topical, everybody."
Is Arad actually a Zionist?
I don't know. It's Avi Arad. He barely does anything, so I don't know what he is these days. It's how it goes, though.
I mean, he is Israeli, isn't he?
I don't know.
Yeah. There's no good Israeli.
Get excited for Venom: The Last Dance trailer. Trust me, we'll talk more about Venom soon. our last topic of today's podcast. So stay
The
tuned.
trailer had a horse in it.
So the reshoots for Captain America 4
Just ignore this video.
are changing the film.
Exactly what I hoped was going to happen.
We're just gonna move right on over to the next part. Oh, I hate it here. I hate it. I hate it.
No, that was a beautiful moment. That was top 10 me moments. I loved it.
Okay. So yeah, let's talk about something better. Captain America 4 reshoots are being done, and
Better, really? This is
yeah,
like
well,
the 5th version of this film.
yeah. But we now know that Giancarlo Esposito is in this film playing a guy with 3 knives.
Oh,
So that's something. And Captain America's old good suit is back for 5 minutes to get destroyed.
don't
Yay.
stop. No, can we just not say that? No.
Do you think? Imagine if Marvel was like, "Look, the new suit was terrible. We're gonna CG the old suit on top of every scene with the new
No,
suit."
this is the hopium and copium kicking in, right? The shitty one with the helmet is just for one action scene. It is the same as the stealth suit from Winter Soldier.
Oh, that'd be nice.
He's doing a halo jump.
Oh,
That's all he needs it for. He'll never wear it again.
that would be nice. That would be nice. That's
Then he's not going to have a suit for like the rest of the first act and the second act, but the third act, that's when he gets the good suit back.
Yeah, he's got to sell those toys.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Even if the suits are ugly.
I mean, the rounds of reshoots this film is going for, and how many and how long they are. Man, what is going on with this film?
They
They
whole
don't
movie
even
with
know.
just
They've lost track
reshoots.
of it.
Is this
What?
real? Is the Zoa Lord here? He might be.
Look at that
He's trying
bald
to
head.
trying to come in right on the Captain America 4 talk.
Nice.
We'll see. We'll see.
Oh.
See, I told everybody this is becoming like the old podcast. It is. We just now add people, and things might work.
I say
You never
if
know.
people actually watch
am
this,
I
this is
alive?
100%
Can
not a
you guys
planned
hear
bit.
me?
I don't know. Are you alive?
Yeah, I'm alive.
Oh, okay. Tell us what you think of Captain America 4 reshoots. Nothing.
Did you guys talk about how they're gonna ruin the suit?
That's what we're on.
I know. We just got here.
Oh man, perfect time. Yo, no, see, it came out at a perfect time. That's terrible. I don't want to watch this movie.
Yeah, it's gonna be that suit is terrible. His new suit or old suit or the stealth suit, whatever they're gonna call it.
We all know Ricardo's not watching this movie because of the stealth suit.
I could believe that.
That suit is terrible.
No, we all know
That helmet-
Ricardo wants Steve Rogers back.
Okay, so can somebody explain this to me? Apparently, they're gonna say he needs the suit for flight or something, right? It's like, so why didn't he need it before?
Well, that's why it's the halo jump, right?
Yeah, it's got to be.
Because
Like-
high altitude.
Yeah. That's the thing.
That's how they're going to launch Halo on PS5, by the way. Like, it's going to be Captain America doing the jump.
Sam Wilson is stealth dropping Halo.
I say that because the colors of the suit are the PlayStation colors.
Ah,
White and blue.
this all makes sense.
Big brain.
This all makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, what do we make of Giancarlo now playing an absolute nobody?
I mean, I'll be honest. I thought someone photoshopped him onto a Baron Zemo set picture at one point.
Yeah, 'cause I was like,
Are you telling me Blade?
What?
Yeah, he does look like Blade.
Oh, he does, yeah.
So I was
He
trying to figure out-
literally has the Blade suit.
I looked at most of Blade's like outfits. He's never worn anything like that.
I mean, he has.
It's definitely getting closer to it.
It's a comfy turtleneck version of the old movie Blade suit.
Yeah.
Wait, he got 5 knives, a leather jacket, glasses.
He's no doubt got a sword in the back.
Apparently, might be playing Bushman. That's the rumor.
I saw that.
Yeah.
I feel like
So-
it's kind of a waste of Giancarlo, though.
They got to do the one panel in Moon Knight season 2, and that's it.
Yeah. What an actual waste of an actor.
Yeah.
I mean, him being a villain is a waste anyway, but what an
100%.
actual waste of an actor.
Man, it's this movie, Captain America 4. I don't know. I'm kind of iffy on everything we're seeing. I shouldn't be like this about a Captain America film, but I am. I
You
don't
just
like
now
it.
seen the truth that the Captain America movies are mid.
Oh, hold on. What?
What is
I'm-
this? What is this?
I am not being serious, by the way. I love Civil War. I love Winter Soldier.
And the first movie.
Well, the first one's all right.
Oh, brother.
Oh man, it's
Let's not rewrite history, okay?
Oh,
No
my
one
God.
likes that first movie when it came out.
oh,
Took me
besides
5
me,
years to put it as number one. No.
always been number one for me, but I
I
guess I'm
believe
in the
that.
minority on that one.
I don't believe that. No one's number one. It was always Iron Man for everyone. The correct choice.
That's all you.
You never said it when Cap was like, I had a date or something like that.
Man didn't go on no dates.
He went on a small date, right? I mean, I haven't
What,
seen that
Twin
movie in like
Iceberg?
6 years. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That
I
didn't happen.
thought you guys were gonna say like to get his ass beat because that's what
That
happened.
too.
I mean, there was that, yeah.
that all happened. So I don't know. Look, they're making changes to Captain America, and we're gonna find out what happens.
If this movie is good, it's an actual miracle. Jesus Christ
yeah.
exists, and he directed this movie.
It's gonna be wild. This film has gone through so many changes. It's
Mhm.
yeah.
And if the Israeli character survives all the reshoots, I'm going to be shocked.
Same.
That's why I was like surprised that these reshoots aren't to like write them out. Hopefully,
Uh-huh.
They're written
Say
by
that,
the
Jan,
Disney
you
Plus
paid Feige like
series
10
people,
billion.
right?
Yeah. I don't know. Let's just screw it. Let's just jump on to talk about the Acolyte. It's time. We got to talk about the controversies and the non-traversies and the
Oh,
reaction.
just on time.
So this series has done tremendously well in views in the first 48 hours. Disney was like, bro, it's our most watched things this year. Like it topped Percy Jackson, which is pretty great because Percy Jackson got a lot of like chatter and views. So it's doing better. And all of it seems to be focused on we're review bombing it. So
I mean, I don't get why you're pushing the agenda.
yeah.
Now, 8 billion people and only 4.8 million watched it. Come on now. That's not
Yeah.
enough.
I mean,
Fire in space. What do you think they're doing?
I saw that and I was like, I can't believe there's fire in space. Star Wars would never until you look at episode 1 and the like multiple.
I mean,
scenes
literally
in it.
every Star Wars movie has fire in space.
It's true. It's true.
Even the movie that sparked the whole get it sparked, like the whole let's nitpick the physics of a fantasy movie.
Uh-huh.
The moment with the bombs in space dropping had fire in space.
It's true.
And yet no one said a word. It was all about bombs falling down.
Yeah. It's how it
I
goes.
mean, you also wouldn't hear anything either. So
That's true. But also science fiction, unless you're like The Expanse, you have to put sound into those scenes. Because like The Expanse is the only show I know that's like, here's a 3-minute space sequence. And it's literally every time we show it on the outside, you think your TV audio died because they're like accurate. Because you're like, oh, what's going on here? I don't hear
like
anything.
everything's there's sound, and then all of a sudden it's quiet.
Yep. Which, again, like, why are the smallest nitpicks when it comes to Star Wars end up
because they have
becoming
nothing
the
else.
biggest problems?
They have nothing else. It's all they have.
Because they've already run the racist card has already been run into the ground.
Yeah,
so
that's why the grifters are slowly, like I say, slowly. They're very slowly dying off.
Yeah.
Like, if anyone could sit there and be like, "Yeah, fire in space, sound," just please look in the mirror.
It's like at this point, for just petty nitpicks, that people are losing like actual criticisms for the show to make a big fuss about. Because
Well, that's their secret, right? They never made a criticism of the show. It was always just going for the one thing.
Yeah, it's like, for an example, like going back to like X-Men '97, where it like the criticism was like it was woke and there's too much LTGB and all this, and it's it's gonna like close, just like we're not gonna have X-Men or anything like anymore, and then it comes out that it's like one of the most highly rated shows ever and everyone loves it, and then they do like a complete 180 trying to find something else to talk about that has nothing to do with it at all.
It's the game. They somehow play it.
It's just like, what gets me is like, if you watch the show, right? If you just sit down and watch it, it is by no means where it currently sits with the audience score, like at a 2 out of 10. This is middle of the road for Star Wars with only 2 episodes. And like, let's wait at least halfway into it to pass some judgment.
And like me, I've not started it yet, but I have seen the discourse, and I'm just gonna say is that what I'm getting at is you can dislike anything for any reason if it doesn't, if it's not your cup of tea, but for you to just bomb it just because you don't like certain aspects of it because it's not something that you written about in your fan fiction, that's where I draw an issue about it. Is fans have this weird expectation that the thing that they love should follow their fan fiction outline to a T or close to a T. It's because of what they want, and that's like not what they need. And,
I think at this point we need to stop calling these grifters fans.
Yeah,
because if Star Wars is dead to them every other week, and they haven't liked anything in 7 years at this point, they're not fans. There's nothing there. They're literally telling you they're leaving Star Wars. Like,
I'm not necessarily talking about the grifters. I'm talking about the fans that.
But that's just every fandom, right? They're always fandoms
because like I know the game of the grifters is that sometimes they are fans, but most of the time they're not. I'm talking about the hyper fixated fans that if they don't get exactly what they want, then it's trash.
Right.
No, the Star Wars fans.
Yeah. I like, you got an entire galaxy, you got all these stories and everything going on. We're in a really cool time period for Star Wars where if you watch this show, I've seen some people complain it's like it's too clean. I'm like, well, that's the point. Like, the Jedi are at their peak right now. Their downfall starts right around here, leading into episode 1, where they start to kind of take their hubris and be like, nothing can stop us, right? And like,
that's kind of like half the point of the motivation for one of the characters, right? It's like the Jedi kind of suck right now.
Exactly. Like,
we are about to get
like, I feel weird because I've seen both episodes now 3 times.
Jesus.
And like, again, I think it's middle of the road for the Star Wars stuff that exists. But for some reason, I'm really like addicted to it. I can't explain. I think it's just because it's like no Skywalkers. We don't know where it's going. They can throw in a curveball at any point, as we saw in the first 5 minutes of the first episode. So like,
yeah, there is that. Yeah. So I've only seen it the once. I need to watch it again because I didn't actually really give it the time of day. I just put it on in the background. And I was like, oh yeah, I'm watching this show. So I actually completely missed that beginning bit. So when someone said it, I was like, huh? I was like, oh yeah.
And also, like, the next episode is gonna make all the Wokies show up, and I hate Wokies. So yeah, see, that's what they call the Wookiees now in the new Star Wars. They're called the Wokies. They're so clever. They're so clever.
In fairness, giving a Wookiee a top knot is not a good idea.
Mm.
It looks bad.
Yeah. Wow.
Uh,
I hate Star Wars fans.
I hate Star Wars.
I'm a so you're a fan. You're a real fan. Okay. Well,
Exactly.
yeah. I hate Star Wars. That guy must be a huge fan.
What a time. What a time.
Yeah, it's wild. It is absolutely wild. But here we are, so it is what it is. Any closing thoughts on this? Zoa Lord, what do you want to say about your favorite character, Vern?
Oh, here comes the racism.
Oh wow.
But, oh wow, mate, you've been doing it in the group all week. God damn.
Hey man, I was only playing a character. I never made it this far.
Sure.
I didn't think we could stay live on air. Help.
No, the Acolyte is really good. Like Armin said, I think with the series, it's the writing is like really good. So going forward, like I feel like the episodes going forward, it will legit make it or break it. Like if I continue seeing like the whole Osha and May getting racist by going trash, I'm tired.
You're so upset by that.
And literally every time Osha May, every time May, which one was May? The one that left the order, right?
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. Osha's the
Yeah.
bad
So,
one.
I think
evil
Osha's
one,
the good
right?
one. Yeah, Osha's the good one, and May's the bad one.
All right.
This is the one time it's right to say they're literally the same. Doesn't matter.
Because even with all the proof, it was like 2 episodes. Like I literally didn't do it. Standing next to them, it was like, oh my god, you killed the person. I was like, okay, now this kind of a little rape the wild.
Yeah.
I was like, if I see that for episode 3, I was like, you guys going too far.
They're doing the Daredevil where you just got to repeat the main plot every other episode and just stand around.
Oh no!
She's gonna get a small dagger in her toe and be out for 2 episodes.
Oh no, that's what's happening in episode 4 to 6.
Yeah. Calling it.
How
How many episodes is this? Is it
it's
6
8
or is
total.
It... Oh, 8's cool.
Yeah,
8's a good number.
it is a good number. That's like what I like a TV series at these days. So hopefully, we'll talk more about this. Yeah, we'll talk more about this soon because we got to talk about some Avengers 5. Apparently, Shawn Levy, the director of Deadpool and Wolverine, he was offered the film in March. He declined at the time, but he's been in ongoing talks. And according to the big trades, if everything goes good with Deadpool and Wolverine releasing and everybody's happy with it, he's probably a lock for this film.
I feel like that was a bit obvious.
Yeah.
Because it's just how Feige does it. It's like, cool, you made a movie everyone loves. Here's an Avengers movie.
Yep. Yeah.
Until plans changes, because God knows how many directors and writers had dropped from the last few King, whatever, Secret Wars, whatever. Before Feige's like that kid in the candy store. He's like, damn. He's like, you made a really good movie. You made Eternals, Avengers.
Yeah.
I want to be in your timeline for when that happened.
I'm in the Biden reality.
And this whole thing, like, it kind of seems like a no-brainer to me. They're looking at what film is reportedly testing good and people love it. It's like, things are going good with Deadpool, and if he doesn't have new projects lined up, which he doesn't have many, he's got to just wrap up a couple of things that are small time. If you're looking to start pre-production this summer and start shooting in January, Shawn Levy seems like a perfect choice because he's just wrapping up. He knows how to operate. Like, he went back and reshot and finished the film without a single hiccup for Deadpool and Wolverine and managed to work right before the shutdowns and get like a quarter of the film done in 3 weeks. Like, he clearly...
that movie has like one set.
It's true. Yes, they are in the void for like 90% of it by the look of it. But maybe that's the next Avengers film too, right? Like I don't know.
True.
Yeah,
I can't wait for Deadpool to come out, and it's like, hey, this is literally just Mad Max.
just Mad Max. Yeah. Oh. So I don't know I've seen some people kind of be like, it's not a good choice. I think people just want a new director to get hyped about or hate
Yeah.
instead of Shawn Levy when they don't know where to land on, well, I like Deadpool and Wolverine or I hate Deadpool and Wolverine. Like they can't make that choice yet. So
People are gonna hate it until Deadpool and Wolverine comes out, and then they're gonna love the idea of it.
yeah.
It's
Yeah.
it's just enough time is gonna pass for people to flip, and then 6 months will go by, they'll hate it again. 6 months will happen, they'll see something from the movie, they'll love it. We've been in this cycle for 15 years.
It
always
I
happens.
mean,
This is only for Avengers 5 and not for Secret Wars, right?
Yeah.
yeah. Which
Though no doubt he'll get Secret Wars as well.
mhm.
I want
Why would
Sam
you not
Raimi to
want
do
a
Secret
two-parter?
Wars.
Oh, please no. Everything's gonna be yellow.
I want Sam Raimi to do Doctor Strange 3, which apparently isn't even in any writing stage for some odd reason. So I don't know.
Because they're making Scarlet Witch 3, that's why.
Scarlet Witch and Doctor Strange, probably.
Exactly,
Yeah. I could see it. Man. I don't know. Like, I think Avengers 5, they desperately need this film to come out in what, 26? Right? Yeah, it's like May 26th.
I mean, at least this decade.
Yeah. Man. It's going to be interesting if Shawn Levy gets it because he can operate in a quick, concise manner, which is why I think they're probably looking at him and talking to him. Because if they have to push back these Avengers films further, I mean, look at what just happened in the last week and a half talking about box office. We went from the year is looking like the biggest year ever to can Deadpool please save us?
Can Deadpool make any kind of money?
Like, remember, Furiosa was projected to be a bigger hit than anything this year, and
Yeah, but I haven't
They only
seen,
got
I'm not gonna see
$1.
Furiosa, right? But why would anyone think a spin-off to Mad Max, which is a sequel like 30 years after the last Mad Max movie, was ever gonna make money?
and also remember, Fury Road flopped. Like,
Exactly.
the cinephiles tell you
Yeah,
it's a
but-
$1 billion film. It like made 300 and something.
Yeah.
Like it didn't even break even. So
How anyone thought it was gonna make money was nuts. To be
it's the
honest.
Anya Taylor-Joy juice. I'm telling you, people are just
It's
the
just
moment
true,
you
isn't
see
it?
her, you forget, and your mind doesn't work for some reason with these cinephiles. Like, I believe that Marvel is looking at Shawn as we need this out. You're gonna do it quick. Please do it quick.
Here's $50. That's all you have. So we can afford.
Here's what
We've
they need to
laundered
do.
the rest of the Endgame money.
I'm telling you right now, this is what they need to do. Get Shawn Levy to do this film, and while he's doing it, have 3 sets built that look like Eastern Europe, and have him shoot the entire Blade film on them in 3 weeks, so it can finally get done.
Oh
Well, they
my
haven't even
God.
got a script for Blade.
Shawn Levy can just have Ollie flipping around on wires and CG and vampires. That's all you really need, okay?
It's just like we're literally gonna make Deadpool 1, but Blade.
Yes.
That's
it.
That's the whole movie.
Literally make that an in-joke, and the entire movie takes place on the one bridge from Deadpool 1, and there you go. It's
literally make the raid.
Yeah.
But the entire building is a blood rave.
I'm in. It's essentially how I do Montreal. I'm just high in a building for 2 hours.
You're there this weekend, aren't you, Montreal?
Coming up.
Yeah.
Soon enough. So we good. So yeah, I think we're all kind of like Shawn Levy is as good of a choice as you're gonna get, right? I think that's the feeling among us.
Pretty much, yeah. If it has to be a current Marvel director crop, then yeah.
Yeah.
Deadpool 3 looks good. I'm happy with it.
Yeah. I can't wait to order that hot toy and get it in time for Deadpool 4.
Deadpool 440?
Which one?
I know you're talking about the next one.
Yeah. Deadpool 5 maybe. Oh man. So
You know, as long as we don't get a gay Shawn Levy in the movie, I think it's totally fine.
oh, I see what you did there. That's
Or
why
even
Joe
like
Russo
gay Joe Russo, like just keep those two characters out of the movie. We're fine.
the makeout scene between Levy and Russo is going to be amazing. And that could actually happen in a Deadpool film. I'm not even like joking. That could actually happen.
I said it, and I sat here going, like, actually, no, why not just do it? Like,
That would actually be something that they would do. So there you go. So
yeah,
there you
have
go.
Deadpool meet Marvel's first gay character.
There we go. There we go. Now let's jump on to our final topic because, for the love of God, Sony is introducing a Spider-Man in Venom 3. Tom Hardy even confirms this in a interview. And then we think we spotted a 10-year-old Peter Parker traveling with a hippie lizard in a van in a cross-country trip. What is happening?
Is he actually playing the lizard, or is it just Reese? I can't remember his name. Reese Ifan?
People are saying that this is a lizard pre-arm loss. That that's what they're going to establish.
People? Is it the Instagram comments again?
The Marvel Report pages and all that. So yeah,
Marvel up that 3S.
Yes.
The fan pages that are just regurgitating whatever someone said on Reddit.
Yup.
Yeah, the clickbait farm or the engagement farms.
Yeah, it's how it works. So okay, if they finally want to give us Venom Spider-Man, okay. Like Tom Hardy even said, well, it can't be Tom Holland because he's locked away with Feige. So they confirmed that now, which is something we've kind of known. It's like they can't use Tom Holland's Spider-Man because the new contract seems to have locked him away, which definitely seems to be the case now. So like Tom,
does Zendaya know he's locked away? That seems a bit of a problem.
I see. Well, I don't know. Like, do you think they put in an actual Spider-Man in this and not just a young Peter Parker?
No, they're just gonna say it's a young Peter Parker.
Oh, but yeah.
Man, they've been
the same as Madam Web, right? They won't even name him. It's just
for
gonna
so
have the run
long.
date. No.
Yeah. It'll be like how in Madam Web, like she's pregnant and they're like, oh, what's the child's name? And they literally cut out when she says Peter because of probably the Marvel mandate or whatever the contract stipulates. It's such an awkward cut in that movie. It is.
Classic.
Yeah. But
it's probably cut with AI. Let's be honest.
Honestly, it wouldn't honestly surprise me if we do get a fully suited up Spider-Man in this, because I feel like Sony desperately needs this Venom to interact with Spider-Man, or it's all for nothing. You know?
Right, here's what's gonna happen. You're gonna absolutely fucking love this. All right.
Oh,
Sorry,
no.
YouTube for swearing. All right. You're gonna have Noel come down. All right. He's clearly the end of the movie. He has the dragon on his chest. All right. So Venom sees that, and he's gonna, instead being the big hulky Venom, he's gonna go and make the black suit for Tom Hardy. And he's gonna have a white dragon on it, where Noel's gonna have a red dragon, and that's how you're gonna get the same but different look for the hero and the villain.
But
so you have a Spider-Man suit in there because it's just gonna be the classic black suit. It's just not gonna be Peter Parker. That's exactly how that movie's gonna end. I can guarantee you right now.
A Rad's agent is listening to this podcast right now, taking notes for the reshoots. He's like, Abby, listen to this. This is it.
The big side.
Man, I hate Sony, man. Yo, throw Sony in the garbage, man. Like I was telling my friends, I was like, you know how nasty it was for Sony to be like, we're taking back our symbiote. You don't want Venom in it? Fine. Like, bro, that's disgusting. That makes no sense.
Sony
how you put something at the end of No Way Home and take it away in the trailer? What was the point?
It's simple. They want to be petty. You didn't want Venom in your universe, then fine, we'll take him away.
It's not the same one.
You guys didn't want, bro. Tom Holland really had to be in Madam Web, right? he had to be in Madam Web. That's why they took the symbiote back.
I mean, he was supposed to be, but then I remember Madam Web set in 2003.
Yeah, they forgot what year they were.
So they kept it,
Again.
instead of changing the date of the movie to be modern, they just took it out of every universe.
They're insane. That's why.
Sony don't care.
Craven, save me. Come on, Craven, save me.
Wow, I forgot Craven was coming out and you just mentioned it. What is this? What is this year?
Is
Oh my
Craven
God.
before or after Venom? Oh, they moved to December, didn't they?
Yeah, because people are going to watch it
Yeah,
on
it's a
repeat.
Christmas movie.
Yeah.
It's like the only film everybody's gonna watch. Who's gonna watch Spider-Man? Sonic 3 and whatever.
Yo, I'm going to do the classics like, hey, I would like a ticket for Sonic. And once I, already seen Sonic, I'm going to go see Craven, but not pay for it.
I mean, here's a fantastic idea because then we haven't got to ever talk about it. Just don't watch Craven.
My mind can't let me do that. I need to see it. You don't understand how I'm
It's
built.
Go eat a gummy, right, and just float off the bed again.
Honestly,
he's
that's
gonna
probably
float
how I'm
to
going
the
to do it.
theater to watch it. Is what he's gonna do.
Yeah. Well, look, when I saw Madam Web, it was a private screening because the entire theater was just me and the wife. So Craven will probably be no different. So I'm definitely going to take a gummy, and it's going to be the best movie of the year.
At first, I thought you were gonna pay for a private screening, but then I was like, "Oh yeah, no one's gonna go watch it."
No one ain't showing up for that.
Sneak into the projector room and watch it from there, and then you'll
don't
see
even need
the
to
actual
sneak.
empty.
Since I know the people that own the theater, I can just be like, hey, I'm going to watch it from back here.
There you go. They're sorted.
Oh,
What's the
man.
actor's name? Aaron Taylor Johnson, right?
That's
Yeah.
the one.
Yeah, so the only reason I have a little hope in this movie, just a little, is the fact that a lot of the films, even if it was low scored, that films he do, or like low in the box office or whatever, a lot of the films he's done has been good. Like The Fall Guy, was it Bullet Train?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I have, like, he's a really good actor. So me, Vegan Craven might be good. Might be good.
I like how you are puffing on the Morbius hopium like I was.
I was gonna say we've been here before.
I never see Morbius.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it that way.
Yeah.
See, that's the smart thing to do. Just don't watch Craven, please.
Please do it for
Because if you guys watch it, that means I'm gonna know stuff that happens in it outside of the trailer, and I don't want that knowledge in my brain.
See, my hope is when Craven goes to, as a child, to get attacked by animals that are gonna, I guess it's multiple animals he's fighting, and then the lion drools into him and gives him Craven powers or whatever. I need the naked spider branch people to show up and save him. I need those people in every Sony Spider-Man movie now. I don't care.
See, I didn't even know what they looked like until people started posting them online.
so bad.
It's like the worst part about like this whole thing with like Craven and the animal people is that it falls in line with the comics with totems, and it pisses me off.
Don't give Sony the credit. Don't do that.
But we're also getting Human Rhino.
Oh,
Huh?
yeah. I mean,
Oh,
Rhino's
no.
kind of
Then you got human rhino, is that you got human rhino hybrid rhino now.
It's
Damn,
just
we got
TMNT.
Animorphs in this movie?
Yeah, essentially.
How are they going to even pull that off? How are they going to?
I don't know because I'm not going to watch the movie.
Oh, we're going to let you know. You know,
I'm just not
Ricardo's
gonna
going to be
show
the
up.
first person to post the leaked screenshot of it in the chat.
Oh.
Bro, I'm just gonna put the whole script on the chat. I'm like, look, this is what they said.
Just put the whole movie in there. Why not?
Yeah, I might as well. I feel like I'm doing Sony a favor. If they could post a whole trailer, aka a movie, on YouTube, I could do the same thing.
I mean, they already posted the whole movie on YouTube once.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. That's the point. I'm gonna just share it to everybody. They're not gonna get mad.
We haven't had a second trailer for Craven, which is kind of weird.
Good.
Yeah.
Let's keep it that way.
I don't like what Sony's doing. So I guess we're just gonna be done talking about everything Spider-Man and bring us to the end of the show because my God, I'm sick of talking about Sony. I'll be real with you.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah. This is it. We did what 6 topics this show? 7 maybe? I'm not even sure. A lot of
I
topics.
actually lost count. I wasn't even counting. That's a lie. So
Yeah, it's been a lot of topics, which means what we're going to do now is record the bonus topic for members, which is talking about Avengers 5, and all the characters are going to be in it. So hopefully we see you guys there for the members topic. Yeah, that's it. So see you all next week, everybody. Have a good whatever week, I guess. Later.
Except for King Dorito.
Except Jeff Keighley. Yeah, you better bring the big guns in there.
I was like, is that a Keely joke? Is that a Destiny Witness joke? There's multiple ways Dorito jokes can go these days.
It's true. It's true.